This facility at the Bascom is without compare. We have a full complement of all the things that a person needs to get involved in pottery. Well, the Bascom has classes most of the year. They repeatedly bring in excellent reputation people. John Britt is probably one of the ones that would be recognized most, and I think that's manifest in this class where we've brought in people from all parts of the country.
I am a follower of John Britt and his passion for clay. And so I was looking on his site to see, my goodness, can I just take something this summer and learn something from John Britt? And lo and behold, yes indeed, he had a workshop. It was at the Bascom, which I had never been to the Carolinas at all. It's so beautiful. This kind of setting, and just know that it's going to be all good because you're with like-minded people, passionate about art, passionate about pottery, passionate about nature.
When I drove up and saw the studio, I thought, oh, this is the best place for a potter to be. It's just, you got the space, you got the atmosphere, you got, the kilns and the glazes, and I just felt like this was a good place to be creative.
So for our class, we're doing glaze chemistry, and so I tried to fill this class up with about 20 people because then we get more tiles out of it. Once we get them to learn what Custer feldspar is, or silica, or whiting, or kaolin, all that stuff, and then we see the colorants and the clay bodies and firing styles, then they can sort of start to understand the principles, and then it's wide open on what you can do instead of, if you just don't know what any of the ingredients are, it always is like so mysterious and hard, and it seems like it's impossible, but it's really not. And that's why what we did here was we had them just come in and make glazes, and I gave them a list of materials, and we did, for 3 days, we made about 2,600 tiles, so that's a lot of tiles. And that way they get a freedom to be able to know the materials, discuss it, and we discuss it amongst ourselves, and then we go back and make another group, and then another group, and by the end, then they're able to go home and make them without fear of messing up.
So we've all had a great week together, and we kind of feed off of each other and ask each other questions, and listening to everybody talk about their issues they're having with their glazes, you're getting information from them also to take home with yourself.
I'm in the process of trying to find a decorative process that works well for me, that speaks to me. After spending a week here, certainly I've come away with some really good basic fundamental knowledge about how glazes work, and then also some good details about how to tweak glazes that I worked with or glazes I want to try and work with to find more of what I'm after.
That's why I'm here, is to try to get a better ability to put out pieces that have the coloration that I like. And I do definitely plan to continue taking classes here. This is probably my 4th or 5th class, and they've all been wonderful. This represents, I think, one of the ultimate experiences in learning about glaze, and he is an excellent teacher. He deals with a very complex subject and brings it down to a level that you can understand, but again, he always emphasizes that this is just the beginning, and you've got to go home and test in order to get it done.
Definitely can't wait to see what else is offered here in the future. Mostly in ceramics, but I'm open to learning other media as well.
When you want to learn, you go to the master, and I feel like I went to the master, and I would totally recommend, if you're really into this, do it big.